we can already tell.
Look how packed this airport to city bus is. It's all tourists. So where are we heading? We are in Dubrovnik, Croatia. This entire old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its massive city walls, iconic red-tiled roofs, breathtaking sea views, and as a key Game of Thrones filming location. What a gorgeous city. But take a look at this endless line. It's for the cable car ride. Not just that, here's another long line for the bus. It was early October, past the peak season, yet tourists had literally taken over the entire city. In 2024 alone, 1.35 million tourists visited Dubrovnik. Considering the local population here is just 28,000, that means there are almost 50 tourists for every local, which makes Dubrovnik the most over-tourist city in Europe, surpassing Venice and Barcelona. Local residents here have voiced concerns about over-tourism, particularly the noise. This issue of over-tourism is happening worldwide, especially post-COVID-19. I also covered this in my episode of Busan, Korea's top tourist city, so be sure to check that out for reference. We kicked off our morning with a walk along the old town city wall to beat the tourist crowds. The Dubrovnik Pass, priced at 35 euros, covers entry to 10 major sites and museums, plus unlimited 24-hour bus rides. A no-brainer for exploring the city. This was actually my second visit to Dubrovnik, but the view from up here was still just as impressive.
How do you like it, Jin? First time seeing this.
It's easy to see why the entire old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We're walking on, built between the 20th and 17th centuries, are among the most well-preserved in Europe.
Oh, hi.
The old town itself is a perfectly preserved walled city showcasing stunning medieval architecture. As you can see, there's very little shade and you'll need around 2 hours to walk the entire wall. So be sure to bring water, sun cream, sunglasses, and a hat to stay comfortable in the heat. My favorite spot on the wall is right here, where you get a stunning view of the sea, the towering stone walls, and Dubrovnik's iconic red-tiled rooftops. All in one perfect panorama. Besides the wall, there's also a beautiful old port. While it's no longer a bustling trade hub like it once was, it's still lively with tourist boats coming and going throughout the day. After passing the port, you'll reach the highest point of the wall, the perfect spot to capture Dubrovnik's iconic red-tiled rooftops in all their glory. Jean especially loved the 2-hour walk up here, soaking in the stunning views of the city, fortress, and surrounding sea. While the 35 euro entry isn't cheap, the experience is absolutely worth it. Where are we heading? Before catching the sunset, we stopped by a local restaurant for dinner. The atmosphere here is lovely and authentic.
This is a welcome drink.
The welcome drink was incredibly strong, stronger than vodka for sure.
Hey, there are so many cars on the road to the observatory and they're stuck here.
Many tourists in town likely head to the famous observatory to catch the sunset. Once you reach the top, this is the view that awaits. Here's a little travel tip. As you saw earlier, the cable car always has a long line, so opt for the local bus instead. This breathtaking view made the journey worthwhile. Everyone loves the sunset, no matter where they are. It's romantic and picturesque. Maybe it's just in our nature to admire the beauty of God's creation. The sky lights up with shades of yellow and red, so beautiful. But try to venture out a bit here to avoid the crowd. Walk 10 to 15 minutes downhill from the observatory and you'll see this amazing spot for the sunset. Quiet and free of tourists. You can take as many pictures as you want, sing, dance, and fully soak in the sunset and the stunning beauty of Dubrovnik. Notice the stark contrast with the crowded observatory above? That's the magic of stepping off the beaten path and carving your own way. We truly cherish our peaceful time here. As night fell and the lights illuminated the city, Dubrovnik looked even more enchanting.
아름다워.
Like a scene straight out of a fairy tale. The sunset and night views made Dubrovnik feel incredibly impressive and romantic. I would say that because of this view and experience, Dubrovnik is a must-visit city despite the traffic and crowds of tourists. We headed back down to the town, enjoying the cool night breeze and the much quieter old town. An experience few daytime tourists get to enjoy. So if you visit, make sure to stay overnight and take a leisurely stroll through the city at night. The next day, we visited another iconic landmark of Dubrovnik, Fort Lovrijenac. Remember when I suggested purchasing the Dubrovnik Pass? With it, you can enter the site without any extra fees. You'll need to walk up the steep stairs for 10 minutes, but along the way, you'll be treated to a stunning view of the clear turquoise sea below. The hidden beach you see in the back is one that most tourists don't know about. Though I wasn't initially excited about the sea, having already enjoyed the breathtaking beaches of the Greek islands, this one still stands out due to the unique blend of fortress walls and the sea. Once you climb up and enter the fort, you'll find a spacious open area. The natural sunlight streaming in here adds to the atmosphere. As you continue up the stairs, you reach the fortress peak, where cannons were once installed to defend the nation. From the top, you are rewarded with a breathtaking view of Dubrovnik's old town walls and the vast sea. What a view! We actually prefer this over the view from the city walls, so make sure not to miss this spot when you visit. We visited another iconic spot here, Rector's Palace. What makes this place unique is its blend of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, a result of multiple reconstructions after fires and earthquakes. But the real highlight is the stunning central courtyard, often used for performances and events. No wonder, it was also featured in Game of Thrones. Despite the huge crowds, we truly enjoyed our time in Dubrovnik. Now it's time for our next adventure. Any guesses where we're headed next?
The humongous eggplants.
Gigantic eggplants we found at the grocery store in this new town, and how romantic their walls come to life with old black and white movies playing in the background. This city is famous for its beautiful panoramic views, so we set out for a morning walk to take it all in. Welcome to Split, a stunning coastal city rich in ancient Roman history and vibrant Mediterranean charm. If you're planning a trip to Croatia's beautiful islands like Hvar, chances are you'll pass through here.
Hiked up here at 8 a.m. in the morning.
When you come back down to the city, this is a scene that greets you. Anchored yachts, swaying palm trees, and stone-paved streets polished smooth by centuries of footsteps. These are the sights that define Split, creating the perfect atmosphere for a morning walk. Now let's step into the old town. As you weave through the narrow alleyways, you'll come across the famous Diocletian's Palace. By day, this courtyard is packed with tourists, creating a lively atmosphere. The vibe here is quite similar to Rome, Italy. No surprise, since its palace was built by a Roman emperor. The last time I visited this spot a few years ago, an a cappella group was performing here. Look, a newlywed couple is having a photo shoot. We did the same for our honeymoon in Prague, Czech Republic 2 years ago. And judging by Jin's excitement, it's usually the bride's dream. This massive statue is quite unique because its toe shines. It instantly reminds me of the famous Joan Harvard statue at Harvard University. This city, Split, was very charming indeed. We've arrived at our final destination in Croatia, Doesn't this place look just like Switzerland? While waiting for our Airbnb check-in, we're relaxing at a nearby restaurant.
닌자이신가 봐요.
Hello, Zudramo. Thank you, Bala. Zudramo. Bala.
And how generous. The host even came to pick us up.
Bala. Welcome to a new house. Let's look at the kitchen. Whoa, there's a complimentary wine here as well. Wow, it's very neat. And the host here is super friendly. Very nice Airbnb place.
The next morning, we began our final journey.
Good morning from Plitvice.
Let me give you a quick introduction to Plitvice Lake National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is one of Croatia's most stunning natural treasures, renowned for its cascading lakes linked by a series of waterfalls and wooden boardwalks. What a peaceful morning walk. As we strolled along the boardwalks, we were surrounded by streams, lakes, and waterfalls.
저기도 폭포가 있어요.
We had such a relaxing time, cruising through these charming spots and fully soaking in the beauty of nature. As we made our way closer to the heart of the park, we encountered even bigger waterfalls. Just look at how clear the water is. This park feels like something straight out of a fairy tale, and it's no wonder it inspired the world of Avatar. This park offers a variety of trails, and on the one we chose, we even got to hop on a boat to cross the lake. The best part? The boat ride is included in the entrance fee. By noon, we were ready to relax, so we found a nice spot and had lunch. We brought along some homemade Korean dishes from our Airbnb stay.
이거 강된장,
쌈채소고요.
쌈채소,
오징어 두루치기고요.
오징어 누르치기.
과일 챙겨왔어요.
네, 그래 오늘 수고 많으신 우리 강 셰프 수고 많으셨어요. 보쌈.
강된장에 걸려가지고.
It tastes even better enjoying it outdoors, surrounded by nature. After lunch, we continued our journey through the park, but look at all these tour groups. Our peaceful, quiet morning feels like a distant memory now. Now we're weaving through huge crowds along these narrow boardwalks. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse. I visited this beautiful park a few years ago and it was filled with serene moments. But now, those cherished memories are clouded by the crowds. Sadly, this is what happens to many beautiful places around the world post-COVID.
Wow.
More people are traveling everywhere at any time.
Wow, so congested here.
By the way, it wasn't even the weekend or peak holiday season, just a regular midweek day in early October. Can you imagine how much worse it must get during the summer? Perhaps it's up to the local authorities to manage the number of visitors at specific times, spreading them out throughout the day and year.
I can't move here.
Despite the overwhelming crowds, we did our best to seek out the quieter areas of the park and reconnect with nature. This shot was taken during a brief moment when all the tour groups had cleared out. This is the moment we're waiting for. Now, we have reached the park's largest waterfall, located near the lower trail.
Check out the turquoise water.
We are about to show you the true highlight of Plitvice. Here it is, cascading, clear turquoise lakes. It's a truly Avatar-like moment. But of course, the wooden boardwalks are packed with visitors. To capture this breathtaking scene in a photo, you'll definitely need a selfie stick.
Eureka!
This is why we came all the way to this park. It's so beautiful. One thing to note though, there's no sign guiding you directly to this spot, so you'll need to wander a bit near the main entrance to find it. After leaving with both awe and a touch of disappointment from the crowds, we are now heading to our next country.
kids here are having fun playing soccer.
Stay tuned for the next video.